Hi guys, welcome back to the DoorHab channel where we bring recovery to your doorstep. I'm your favorite physical therapist, Dr. Nicole, and let's talk today about balance training in the elderly population. So what is balance? Balance is comprised of dynamic reactions and involuntary sensations and impulses that will allow our body to maintain upright stance. And it also helps with our functional movements throughout the day. Our body uses three sensory systems to aid in balance. So we have visual, which is sight; vestibular, it helps to regulate, balance and spatial orientation to coordinate our movements; and somatosensory, which uses a network of neurons that help to perceive touch, temperature, body position, and pain. In order to maintain your balance, it's necessary to have awareness of your body's base of support to better accommodate for the change in your center of gravity. This means that our body has the ability to sense a threat to stability and use our muscles and our joints to counteract that force of the gravity in order to prevent falling. As I stated in my previous video, falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths in the elderly population, making this a major health problem. There are several factors that contribute to a fall. However, the most commonly identified risk factor is impaired balance. A person's ability to balance depends on sensory input, muscle strength, coordination, medication, diseases, and many other factors. Our sensory systems commonly degenerate with age, and a decline in one or more of these systems may contribute to impaired balance. There's also declines in the central nervous system that impacts balance, resulting in a reduction in a reduced reaction time in order to correct for balance disturbances. Older adults also suffer from a variety of chronic health issues and diseases that negatively affect balance, including diabetes, such as hypoglycemia, arthritis, orthostatic hypotension, Parkinson's disease, stroke, vestibular disorders, such as Meniere's disease and benign positional vertigo, and muscle weakness. Balance-specific training exercises can reduce many of these conditions and diminish their effects on poor balance. Oftentimes, when an elderly individual loses balance, the extrinsic factors such as slippery bathtub surfaces, poor lighting, throw rugs will interact with the intrinsic factors such as lower extremity muscle weakness, impaired vision, poor mental state, unsteady gait, contributing to an inability to properly respond to a challenge in balance, resulting in a fall. Given that sensory input related to various environmental conditions are constantly changing, the ability to adjust instantly to a change in sensory information is vital to the reduction of fall risk in older adults. The goal of balance training is to improve balance through disturbances acting on our muscles and joints that will facilitate neuromuscular capability, readiness, and reaction, therefore improving our overall proprioceptive control, which is knowing where our body is in space. We're going to go through a few balance exercises to help reduce your risk of falls. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some static standing balance exercises. What you want to do, you want to be positioned near a countertop or a table, something sturdy that you can hold on to. The first exercise that we're going to go through is a single leg stance. So get positioned near your surface that you're going to hold on to. You're going to lift one leg up, and you're going to hold that position, okay? Starting with 10 seconds. You can do 10 seconds 10 times to build up your confidence. And then as you get better with this, you can hold the position for up to 30 seconds or longer if you can, and do 2 to 3 reps on each side, okay? The next exercise that we're going to go through is a tandem stance. So basically, a semi-tandem is kind of putting one foot slightly to the side, and then a full tandem is completely in front of you, like this, okay? So with semi-tandem, just kind of position your feet close together, and then like sort of sideways, but not fully in front, okay? And then you're going to just kind of take your hand off that stable surface, again, holding for about 10 seconds, 10 times to start. And then as you get better, up to 30 seconds, 2 to 3 reps per side, okay? And then you're just going to switch sides after that, okay? Just like this. And then a full tandem, one foot completely in front of the other, just like this. Once you get better at these two positions, then you can stand on a pillow or something pliable to help to work on more of your stability. Okay, the next exercises are dynamics exercises. With these exercises, we're going to hold on to our stable surface when we perform these exercises. So the first one will be marches. So positioning your hands, you can use both hands or one on your surface. I'm going to just use one, okay? We're going to lift one leg up parallel to our hip, our pelvis, hold for a second or two, and then down, and then alternate, okay? Just like this. So we're going to do about 20 of these marches, okay? Try to perform your exercises in a controlled manner. No need to rush, okay? Just like that, okay? So next we're going to talk about heel-toe standing. All right, so one foot in front of the other, still holding on to your stable surface. You're going to lift up. We're going to hold about 10 seconds and then down, okay? Up, hold 10 seconds, and then down. So we're going to do about 10 of those, and then you're going to switch sides. Up, 10 seconds, and then down, just like that. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is kind of heel-toe walking. So I'll back up here, still holding on to your countertop or whatever stable surface you're using. So you're going to come up and then down, up and then down, up and then down, up and then down. If that's too difficult, then you can just put one foot in front of the other. Walk like this, like you're walking on a tightrope. Okay? So then what we're going to do, we're going to walk sideways walking. Hands on your surface, and then step to the side. All right, so 10 or 20 steps one way, 10 or 20 steps in the opposite direction, okay, depending on your space. All right, next we're going to work on backwards walking. So just kind of walking backwards. Again, take about 10 to 20 steps in one direction, turn around, 10 to 20 steps in the other direction. Okay, all these, initially you're going to use your support, and then as you get better with these exercises, you can take your hands off and perform without any support. All right, so now we're going to do some heel walking. Coming up, bring those toes up. You're just going to walk on your heels, okay? About 10, 20 steps. Do that, turn around, go back. And then we're going to come up on our tippy toes. And then walk on our tippy toes, just like that. Same reps and sets, all right? And then you can also do heel-toe walking backwards. So I'll turn around, kind of go like this. Make sure that your toes touch your heels, okay, like that. If you want to advance this, you can kind of come up on your tippy toes as well, just like that. Okay, so we're going to talk about the sit to stands, which is our last balance exercise. I would prefer you to have a chair with arms, however, I do not. So what you're going to do, you're going to sit comfortably in the chair, putting your hands on the armrest. You're going to lean forward and push up to stand, okay? And then grabbing onto the armrest, controlling to sit down, okay? You want to do about 10 to 20 of these, and then as you get better, you can perform with no hands, just like that. Just make sure that you have a controlled motion. No need to rush. Okay? All right. Thank you for joining me today. It was a pleasure talking with you about balance exercises. I hope that this video was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.